Jenna, let me ask you a final question before we run out of time. I want to ask you, what's the next cyber threat that keeps you up at night? What happens in a 5G world where every device is connected? What happens if people start hacking our elevators, which they could from what I know of the technology? What happens when we have hackers going after our driverless cars and trucks? How are we going to deal with that world? And if there's some other thing that you're worried about beyond what I mentioned, tell us.
Yeah, so 5G adds a couple of orders of magnitude in complexity to cyber, as you mentioned, because the number of devices that are going on the network is increasing by at least 2 orders of magnitude. That's huge. That's going to be, as you noted, it opens up the attack surface for adversaries significantly. So we have to look at that. And I would put over here that our adversaries see cyber as an element of national power. If you want to hurt this country, what do? The first thing you do is you say, well, I'm going to hit them with a cyber attack. Think of the Colonial Pipeline times 50. What does that do to our nation? And are we ready for it? My answer, we're not. We need to build that collective defense. And I am really worried with the rhetoric that we're seeing coming out of China on Taiwan, on the South China Sea, on when Xi Jinping says bashing heads and bloodshed. That makes me worried. I am concerned with that. And then the movement of troops, as you noted earlier, going down to eastern Ukraine, the border there. What happens if Putin takes a step? The Russians have used cyber in every engagement that we've seen since 2007 on Estonia and then in Georgia and so on. They use that as an element of national power. And it's ironic that the folks they use are essentially those folks that are doing things like ransomware and other things. So you see that nexus of what's going on. And I believe this is going to be part of that battle space. What I learned in the military is if you don't win that fight, you're into the next one. And so as a nation, we've got to stop it there. We have to be ready. And this is, when you think about our nation, we are so blessed with what we have today. Put all the politics aside. I know it's hard in Washington to do that, but put all the politics aside and think how blessed we are when you look at all the other countries. And then look at the great technology that we have. We are the most technologically advanced and dependent country in the world. We have the most to lose. And we have to get out in front and defend that. And we have to train on that. I think our future and our children's future depend on us doing it. So I am confident that we can get there. I think we move way too slow. My is let's do it today. Let's go fix this. But we have to get on with it.